Make sure I set this to record. There we go. We're recording. So again, guys, all this, everything we do, it's always around traffic, eyeballs, grabbing people's attention. Really doesn't matter what platform you're using. Everyone has their platform, whether it's Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Google, PPC, Bing PPC. There's many ways of pushing traffic, but this game is all about traffic. It's all about getting eyeballs, getting people to show the information. I think you guys might have gotten word. Actually, yes, Alfredo asked it. I know they're working on it. There's still nothing set in stone, still no guarantees. It's all being worked on. But obviously, I think I just looked at it. It's right around $16,000 a Bitcoin. So I know for many of you, it's playing a little hard to get people to join in at the 0.05 level. That right now I don't even know how much it is right now, but I know it's over $500. I think it's even almost $700 in some instant. Well, depending on, I know for one, when it got the highest over 17,000, I know 0.05 was seven. Actually, shit. Yeah, 0.05 right now is $806. So, we obviously know that's hard. So that's why Alfredo immediately started asking everyone for suggestions, reached out to corporate, and they're working on it. So no guarantees, no idea what's going to happen. But I will tell you that one way or another, there will be a way to get a lower level. I don't know how or what, but we will have a lower level. Sorry, Alfredo just asked me if we live, and I was like, yeah. There will be a way where there will be a lower level to get it back down because, when we first started this, I know many of you guys let me see, I'm trying to see the faces. Yeah, I think the majority, a good amount of you guys who are on right now did get on when we were, when I think Bitcoin to the dollar was probably around the $3,000 and $4,000 range. I think when we first launched Extreme Coin, it was about 180, 190, no more than $200 to start at 0.05 and $800 now. It's a challenge for many. The good news is I can tell you I've been having crazy success. Obviously, the good news about the Bitcoin being this expensive is, guys, the payouts are pretty nice. They're very, very nice. I mean, when you get a paycheck, 0.15, think about it. 0.15 when we launched was paying out maybe $600-700. 0.15 is paying me $2,400. So that's a good problem to have. But at the end of the day, it's a great payout to have. So you got to find, we got to look at, well, what do you prefer? Do you prefer getting one $2,400 payout a couple times a month, or would you rather get, level one, which could be at a lower level, paid out 3-4 times a week and have more people come in where there's more abilities to cycle? So again, with that, I just want to say there is no guarantee. There is no last final word. I know it's being worked out. So paid out was 630. Yeah, I see that, Billy. So there is nothing set in stone yet, but I do know corporate's working on that. And I would imagine in the next few days, no more than a week, we should hear what the workaround is. And I'm sure it's going to be something that's going to be great for all of us. Because look, even I face it. I think I've seen my team slow down from new members in the last week and a half. I've seen a lot of people, not a lot of people not come in, or just a slowdown. I was seeing on average 3 to 7 new members from my team every day when we were going hot. And then all of a sudden when Bitcoin exploded after Thanksgiving, it seems like we're only seeing 1 or 2 people a day. So we're working on that. We'll get that finalized. We'll get that done. And we'll obviously, I'm not sure how it's going to be announced, but I'm sure there'll be some lives. I'm sure there'll be some emails, and I'm sure there'll be some posts and announcements on a level which is more affordable. So other than that, guys, I don't know what else Alfredo has in plans. I see him talking over there, either with his wife or one of the kids. But I'll let him talk here soon. But all I tell you guys, still another successful week. I think I did 0.15 this week again. I've made, I'm almost near a Bitcoin already in just a few weeks. So, and again, with how expensive Bitcoin is, that's a huge amount. So the payouts are nice. I love seeing those payouts when they come in.
What's up, Dios?
What up, bro?
What's going on? So obviously the big talk of the town is you. Nah, it's Now, everyone is asking about the levels and stuff, and we get it now. We understand that the price has gone dramatically different from when we first started. What is it, like 4 times as much now? I mean, how much? Yeah, when the Shincoin launched, it was around 3,000, right?
Yeah.
Now it's like what, 15, 16. So they are working on a lower level, guys. All right, a lower level to make it more affordable for people. So no one here's the good news, right? It's going to be a new level. It's going to replace the last level. All right, so there's not going to be much infrastructure change. It's just basically swapping out the last level for the first one, and now level 1 actually becomes level 2, level 3 becomes actual level 4, and so on. But as far as all your positions and all that stuff, nothing's going to be affected. That's stupid. Everything stays the same except now you have a lower level for people to start with. I believe the level is going to be 0.2. Okay, so it's less than half of what you guys are paying now. And here's the thing. I want you guys, as of this moment that I'm telling you this, as it's being worked on, I want you guys to keep something in mind. That level, okay, is its only purpose is to feed people into level 2 and up. Don't look at it as a way like, oh my God, I just cycled the first level. I'm a Bitcoin millionaire. You don't want to do that, okay? Because a lot of people are coming into this program and they just want to dip their toes on level 1 and they're missing out on those huge commissions on 2, 3, 4, and up. Okay, so I want you guys from here on, once that level goes live, all right, and don't quote me on the time. Obviously, programmers are always on their own time. We can say whatever we want and programmers do it on their leisure. So when that level opens up, okay, you guys obviously going to know about it first. I don't know all the full details on how it's going to be operated. There will be no grandfathered situation, and that's not going to help anyone. It's really just designed for people to feed their way into the higher levels. If you guys already own level 1, the 0.05, you don't need to focus on that level. That's for the newer people that are coming in. Does that make sense? It's not designed for you guys to really sit there and capitalize on, even though obviously you'll make something off it, but it's really to help you guys get more people in. Because if you lower the price and you got more people coming in, that's going to create more cycles for you. Does that make sense? So that's it. So the contest, all those things, everything is going to be affected with the new price change. And as Bitcoin changes, obviously we're going to change with it because we want to make sure that people can afford to get started. So that's all I want to say on that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was telling them. I mean, there's nothing set in stone. We'll wait on developers and the corporate, but at the end of the day, I don't know if that's me or who that is. Is that me? I'm getting a ringing.
That sounds like a Facebook call.
Yeah, that's what it did sound. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I do got a Facebook call. Rico.
Rico Suave?
Rico. Rico.
Why is he calling on Facebook? Hey, you guys.
Are you open for questions right now, Alfredo and Diosnade?
We're always open for questions. Actually, these calls are for you guys.
Okay, now I missed a bit of the beginning because I was helping someone to sign in, and I heard you say the lower price. We're at a certain level, and if we want to start, at the base price, is it suggested that we start at the lower price that you're going to put as well? To make sure that everyone follows? Is your system able to merge, the follow me from one level to the other? I don't know if my question is clear.
Yeah, well, here's something I want you guys to consider. Okay, for those, when I have these meetings, when I talk to people, obviously the ones who are on this call matter the most because the other ones obviously either too busy or they don't care to learn what's going on. So here's what I have to say, and this is what I was thinking about myself. What is the best way to make it, make it beneficial for all the members? Here's where it becomes a fair and unfair situation. So we're going to open up a new level so to make it more affordable. Guys, for those who are already in, it's not going to affect anything. But here's what I suggest, and this is what I think is going to happen, is that you guys are going to have to buy that level if you want to own it. So the people that you personally brought in, you don't lose them. There's not going to be people joining other people on that level. That's not how it works. Anyone that's ever joined you stays with you forever, right? But here's the thing. There are people, obviously, that join programs and they go missing in action, right? Right now, there's other people benefiting from people below them working hard. Meanwhile, they're not doing anything because they went and joined 6 other things. So there's a gap between someone who's working and someone who's not working, and then someone below them who's doing all the work, and the person in between who went inactive is benefiting from that. So on this new level, right, if they're not active because they don't show up in meetings, they don't show up in the groups, they don't give a damn, they shouldn't benefit from that growth. Does that make sense? So if they don't own it, all right, they're going to miss out because the people below them that are actually doing the work are the ones that should benefit. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah. Now, okay, and that makes perfect sense. But if I have people that have come in at the higher level followed, we would encourage them to do the same, and they actually follow us, from that lower level, that new entry level, right?
Nothing changes. The way the system works now is going to continue to work. Nothing changes. The follow me system doesn't go from level to level. It stays within the level.
Oh, yeah.
The only reason why people go into the next level because they take their commissions and they open up the next one. So don't worry about that. There's no going to be there's no disorderness, not like that going on. Nothing changes. It's just opening a new level that's lower in price so that we can have more people coming into the company. Okay. At the same time, no one's going to own that level until it launches. So obviously, what I suggest, but like I said, nothing says please don't quote me on this. This is just my thought. I don't know until it's finally done. I don't know how it's going to be. But what I can tell you is that when it does open up, the only thing you have to do is concern if your sponsor is, hey, did you unlock the lower level? Now, if your sponsor is MIA, do they even deserve to get that from you? No, maybe the person above you who's actually working the business should work with you on that. Does that make sense? So
yes.
If your sponsor is out to question, they went and promote. I hear it all the time. Hey, I joined this thing and he left and he's doing like 5 other things. And it's not fair. So if you can't get a hold of your sponsor, the best thing to do is just join it. And someone who's working the business, who's activated that level is going to benefit from it.
Okay.
Either way, at any point, keep this in mind for everybody on this call. If there is a pass up or roll up, what we call it, right? Let's say you don't own a level and the person below you gets it and rolls up. That is not a permanent situation. That only happens until they cycle out. So let's say I sponsored Dios, right? And Dios sponsored some other guy. The other guy went and joined level 1 before Dios got to activate it. That guy is going to end up on my matrix, right? But then Dios is going to turn around and say, oh shoot, I need to activate that level for the future so nobody else passes me up. So he's going to go open it up. What's going to happen is once that person that ended up on my matrix cycles out, they're going to go right back where they belong on the Dios. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
In most companies, when you lose people, you lose them forever.
Yeah.
This one, as long as you personally enrolled them, you don't lose them. It just might be a temporary thing if they activate a level before yours. That's all.
All right.
Do you guys agree to disagree, agree, or what? I want some feedback. I want to know what you think. I personally think that's the best way it should be handled because there are people who came and left. It is not fair for them to get grandfathered into a situation that they never took part of. Does that make sense? So if you guys are active, you're going to be the ones to benefit from the lower level. And again, it's for those like Billy. Billy's at the level 3. I don't think he really cares too much about level 1. I think he wants people to go to level 3 so he could bang out a 0.75 commission. So for him, person like Dios, who's level 5, people who are even Clint got in early, so he was fortunate enough to open up those higher levels. Those people want big bucks. They don't want to cycle out level 02s all day. It's not designed for that. It's just meant to get more people in the program. Open the front door for them. And then you can school them, like how Dios is doing. Every time someone on his team cycles, what do, Dios? They take their commissions, right? They upgrade the next level, okay? and then they withdraw the rest. And at that point, they're at no loss. Everything is all profit. So that's really what you guys should be encouraging your team to do, so that way you can follow you up to those higher boards. I can't wait to see more, people getting 0.75 commissions, 1.5. That's huge. That's a huge payout, man. That's gonna change so much.
It really is a life-changing, even from the lower levels. But Majub was just asking a question that I read while you were explaining, and sorry if I'm taking over, Alfredo. It's like
That's
I'm
fine.
so sorry. I really like the idea that, like you get your free platform, and this is not about the level, this is about the concept, and then you get 2 and you get your next platform, you get another 2, and then you have your 6. Is there a possibility or possible, and this might shortchange some of the big go-getters, I don't know, I think it balances at somewhere, but is it possible to have like a funnel system? And I would like, if we can't do it with your system because you want to give equal opportunity, I'm seeing that, but if I wanted to implement something that forces a system to limit at 6, so that I help my 6 get to, because like the key to this system is really the power of 6. I mean, it's mind-boggling to see the transformation. I mean, we can heal a lot of lives if we can get to that. I'm not experienced. Like I tried setting up I did so much this week. I did this all in the past. I don't know how to set up a Facebook page, even with all the great guidance. And I'm not a guru, and I don't know how to talk how you talk, and how Diaz Nadi is like, he's such an incredible speaker. And so for the people that are like me, that don't know how to bridge all that knowledge and all those skills, and that my heart wants to help, and my heart wants to connect people, but the skills, it's like I have to put 2 weeks to do something that probably you would take an hour to do. It's like I go back and and I've noticed that there's a lot of people that are like in my situation. And if we had a system, a possible way to be able to market it where it would force us to help our 6 people and not go beyond, I would appreciate that. And I don't know if that's far-fetched as a question, if that makes any sense, to get us moving to the next level.
Dios, you want to help her there?
Yeah, what I was gonna say is there's not a system for that, but what there is when you become a great leader. So like, for example, in my team, I look at what people need in order to cycle. And these are people who are working hard. I'll throw a lead towards them. And I see my leaders also doing that, like Nelson, like Carlos. If they, for example, see like, let's say Joe needs one person, Joe will cycle. That'll also cause Joe to recycle back on Nelson or Carlos. Well, they're going to go feed it. So I think there isn't an automation towards it, but when you're a leader and you're looking at what your team is doing, you start to do that. You start ending up doing that. I do that to anybody who works. Like, for example, if I just see people who come in and they're just going to come and take over the spillover, but I don't see them, I like to go into my people's social networks, see what they're promoting, see what they're doing. If I don't see any work being done, then, that's probably not someone I want to help. Now, if they come for me for help, I've managed many people, so I have no problem telling someone of why they're not being successful. You gotta be honest with people and tell them, look, I can help, but you got to be willing to show me that you want help. If you don't do the work yourself, I can't help you. I mean, that's just, you gotta, it's like in an airplane, they tell you the first thing you got to do is you got to put the mask over your face, because if you don't help yourself first, you can't help your baby or whoever's on the next seat. So
I agree.
So that's the way I would tell you, it's as you start growing your team, you're going to automatically start to find out who the leaders are, who bring in lots of other people and also treating their team. You work closely with them and then see if there's any help needed, because perpetual cycle is amazing. I mean, when you give a person 2 or 3 matrices down below a lead, that causes them to cycle, and then that cycle can probably cause another 1 or 2 people to cycle. That's a great story to share within the team. But again, for people who earn it, you got to be able to earn it. If you just come in wanting free, you're also teaching the bad habits there, because look, if someone gets a matrix because that's the way, if someone cycles a matrix for doing nothing, look, that's fine. I got nothing against it. That's the way the matrix works. But if I see them doing nothing, they're wanting just, leads and help, like, come on, you got to do the work.
Yeah. Okay. Or work smart, because I know people that work very, very hard and don't necessarily have the ability to bring it together. So, and that's what I'm noticing with you guys. Like you, you have an incredible ability to make that happen. So it's
everyone. I mean, you get that. I mean, it comes from experience. It comes from just consistency, just doing it over repetition, over and over and over doing it. You start to get more and more comfortable. Look, I wasn't where I am, yesterday or 6 months ago, 4 months ago, but as you just continue to get repetitive and you do it more and more and more, you just get more accustomed to it. It starts to become a pattern, and you just do it without even realizing you're doing anything. So
yeah,
it'll become habit at that point.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So any other questions right now?
I have a question.
Who's that?
This is Helen.
Hey, Helen, how you doing?
Hi. I'm doing okay. I have a question about the new position they may be opening up.
Okay.
Okay. If I'm already in level 1 and I'm recruit someone to come in at the lower level that they may be adding to it, that will make me on level 2. So if I don't buy into that lower level and I stay in level 2, but my new person signs up, when they cycle, will they come under me in level 2, or I have to buy into level 1 before I bring someone in?
As long as you personally enroll them,
Yes.
they will be locked to you.
Even though I didn't buy into the new level?
Even though if you don't buy level 1,
okay,
they're still going to follow you if they go and do level 2.
Okay.
Here's what I recommend, guys, with that note. If they can afford the new level 2, which will be 0.05, which is what people are used to,
yeah,
don't bother with level 1 at that point. Let them get level 2, so that way they lock to you, right? And then if they can go and get level 1 after that. But the best thing for you guys to do is just try to unlock level 1 as soon as you can, the new level 1 once it launches, so that way you don't miss out on that. But again, it's not a big deal, because if most of you guys are already on those levels or higher, that level doesn't mean much to you. It's just a way for you to get people in. But if you personally enroll them yourself, you do not lose that person. Does that make sense?
Well, sort of. I wanted to make sure if I don't unlock 1, I stay in level 2, but I personally bring in, say, 2 or 3 people, they can go into level 1 without me being there to say they're under me in that level.
Yeah, but you're not going to get the commission from them, because they're going to roll up to whoever does have it.
Okay, that's what I wanted to find out. I have to lock myself into it, then bring people into level 1, and then I will get the commission and they'll flow into level 2 where I'm already.
Yep, that's right. That's correct.
Thank you very much.
No problem. So regarding the new price change that will take effect, how do you guys feel about it? Do you feel it's a good move? Do you feel, I see a lot of thumbs up, do you feel it's something that's going to benefit everyone here? So now that you guys know what's in the making, I want you guys to start thinking of your marketing strategies from this point on that are going to affect the new price change. I don't want anybody posting about it yet, please, because this is what could happen if you guys start talking about it now. People can go like this. Look, I'm gonna do this, right? I'm gonna use a real money example. People are gonna go like this, right? They're gonna go, how much is it to get started? 0.5. I'm in, right? And then you're gonna, yeah, but there's a new level coming out. What? Oh, okay. Well, never mind. So tell me about that new level, right? And that's what's gonna happen. If people are already committed and made a decision to join you at the 0.05, don't stop them in their tracks. Let them do that. And then when the first level comes out, you go ahead and you bring them there. Don't start lower and work high. You work higher first, and then you bring them lower to a level that they can meet you at. So if they have a problem with 0.05 to begin with, then you say, okay, well, you know, there is a new level that's going to be opening up soon. I'll keep you in mind when that happens. That way you can come on board. Because now level 0.05 seems a lot to them. And now when you say 0.02, which is less than half, that might seem more appropriate to them. Does that make sense? And then you have the people that no matter what you say is always too much money for them. You don't want to get those people. Oh, it's for me? Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's how you just killed me. So, yeah, thank you, man. So you guys understand what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it makes total sense.
Some people are conditioned to spend money and they have no problem with it. Don't assume that people don't want to spend money. There's people out there that wouldn't mind spending 10 Bitcoins if they had it, because there are people that bought Bitcoin when it was $200. So 10 Bitcoins is not a lot to them. Does that make sense? Don't always assume that people are just getting into it now. There's people that have been had it. They've been had Bitcoin for the longest, and it's not a lot to them. 2 Bitcoins is not a lot for me right now because I had it for a long time. But you ask someone to buy it now, and they can't afford it. It's too much. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So don't do a disservice to yourself, and make sure people can come at higher levels, and you work down with them to a level that they can meet you at. Don't pick the levels for them. Let them come to a level that they can afford.
Sounds good.
So what's up, guys? Anybody else? Everybody's so quiet tonight. It's usually me, Dios, and I want you guys to give it to us, man. Christmas is coming. What is your marketing strategy? I think that people should talk. Here's the deal. Is it possible for someone to make commissions with Extreme Coin before Christmas? Absolutely. I mean, at the rate that they pay, I mean, you get paid the same day. The next day, at the latest, maybe weekend is a little bit slower. Is it possible? Yes, it is. If the person is ready to work the business, just like with the MCA, people always recommend. They ask me, what do you recommend? You know, I'm trying to make money by Christmas. What do you recommend? The first thing I tell them is, look, MCA is the easiest thing to do, where you can make some money by Christmas. But obviously, with rates like this with Bitcoin, you want to make a lot of money by Christmas, this might be your best bet. But they have to work it, you know? So is it possible? Yes. Are they going to work it? I don't know. That goes to what we were talking about earlier. When you want to help people, those people got to raise their hand and ask for help. They can't just – you don't want to sit there and babysit everyone. You don't, because it's not going to help. That's why I don't like force matrix that you get automatic spillover. Because you know what that does? That brings a lot of people who do nothing. Everybody waits for spillover. Nobody's doing shit. In this business, you have to work. If you train people how to work, they'll make all the money they need to make. Dios, his team are perfect examples. If Dios was to sit there and have to feed all the people to his teams, he wouldn't make as much. But since they're out there doing all the work and they're actually doing what they're supposed to do, he's benefiting the most because they're out there growing their business without him having to do it for them. So you want to empower people to build their business. You don't want to sit there and give a bunch of handouts. That's not going to help anyone. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help them. So with that said, marketing angles. Christmas, is it possible? Yes. I would start putting in people's heads that what is their plan for 2018. And if you see some of my promotions, I'm leading towards who wants to be the next Bitcoin millionaire in 2018. And it's so I can't say that.
Me.
I can't say that with regular businesses. But I could say with this, because the prices of the value of Bitcoin is going up so high that it is possible for anyone here to become a Bitcoin millionaire. Imagine when that thing hits 50,000 and you guys got in when it was at 3,000 or less. You guys will be making millions of dollars. So the timing is right. The value is right, and I think that anyone can become a Bitcoin millionaire here. So don't take it far-fetched. It's not that far-fetched.
I think we got a sign up in our team tonight.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So here's a strategy, guys, that I do for you, right? I've done this for some of the people here. I just wanted you to keep this in mind. I did this with Elaine just before we came on. You guys should be holding webinars and doing presentations for whoever, for your team, right? All you have to do is let me know ahead of time, okay? Let me know ahead of time that you are doing a webinar. I'll come on the last 10, 15 minutes and help close the deal for you guys. Because I don't need to present it for you. The people came on because you invited them, not because I did, right? So they came on because you invited them. They want to know what you have to say. They want to know what business you have to offer. and so on and so forth. So if you need me to show up to the webinar for you and your team to help make them drop their guard that they have against these opportunities and feel, okay, I feel better now. I've seen Alfredo's face. I've seen this about, this is legitimate. I'm in. Then they can ask me all the questions they want after you made your presentation. All you got to do is invite me on. You know, just let me know. Say, Alfredo, I'm going to do a webinar this Wednesday. Do you mind if you come on and say hello to everybody? I'll do it. I don't have a problem with that because I want you guys to grow your business. That's the best way to do it. I've done this several times with some of the leaders here, and it's always worked out well. I don't need to be on the whole thing. I just come on for the last 10 minutes and help answer any objections that people have and get them signed up for you. So Elaine just had to sign up, and we just got off a live call like half an hour ago. You know, so that's how it works, guys. So that's a good strategy. I definitely, you know, you can use Zoom like we're using. It's free up to half an hour, I think. So be careful.
40 minutes.
40 minutes. So if you don't do the paid version and your webinar goes over 40 minutes, it'll cut you off. So either keep your presentation short or use the paid version. But for presentations, guys, it should be no more than 30 minutes. Okay? Masterminds can go for hours. It doesn't matter. When you're presenting something, it should be no more than 30 minutes. Billy says Google Hangout. All that stuff works. There's so many free options, guys. You don't have to get stuck on how am I going to do a webinar. I don't have a webinar software. There's so many options out there. Use them all. Okay? I personally like Zoom. I like GoToWebinar. They have different effects. But it's free. Open up a Zoom account, invite some people on, let them see your face, let them hear your voice, present the opportunities. You can screen share, show them presentation, and invite me on. And I'll hop on for 10 minutes and say hello to everybody and help answer any questions that they have. It just sounds better when there's a third-party validation and we can help promote the business for you. James said, Extreme Coin website does not have a two-step login for safety such as Google Authenticator. No, actually, here's the cool part. You guys don't have to worry about that. There is a two-step. It's you have to check the box in order for you to log in. So you have to verify that you're human. As far as the two-step goes, there's nothing they can steal. Okay, because your Extreme Coin account does not hold the money. Mm-hmm. Your funds are safe. It goes into a vault with your Bitcoin, and it gets paid out when you earn it. So you don't have to worry about any of your Bitcoin getting hacked because it's impossible for them to hack it because it's not stored in your Extreme Coin account.
Right. And for them to change your wallet, there has to be an email code that they have to put in. So
exactly. So they have to know your email. They have to have all of that stuff in order for them to even change your wallet. But that's like far-fetched. Like in order for they have to go through all these steps in order for it's not an exchange. Your funds are not sitting there, so you don't have to worry about that. It's even without a Google Authenticator, you'll be fine. They're not holding your money. So, and plus, like I said, for them to change your wallet ID, they have to know your email, and you have to click on the email and validate that wallet change. So don't worry about that, guys. Plus, every commission that's earned, the Extreme Coin staff goes in the account itself. It goes into your back office to verify there's an actual real commission and there's actual wallet and stuff like that before they pay out. So that's why sometimes it takes a little bit more than 24 hours. Cool. You guys are awesome.
I guess I can talk. I can bring up one thing that, I'm not going to say the person's name. He asked me in a private chat, but I get hit personal messages with this. And, some people always ask me, man, this is awesome. I believe in this. It works and this and that. But, I've been doing this for like 2 months or 3 months. And I'm just not getting the leads or I'm not getting the signups. So guys, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, I can tell you, Alfredo himself, he doesn't shy away from saying it took him 2 years. 2 years of just battling and just struggle to try to make it, to start to get it. But then, he just kept getting better because he kept doing to learn the tactics. Same thing with me. I've been in this hustle for a little over a year. I didn't start from day zero with a whole bunch of signups. So what I would tell you is we've said it before. Many of these things, there's a few things you have to have on lock. You have to have your site, your capture page. That's like your bread and butter. Your email capture page and your selling system, your funnel has to be on lock. And you just got to send as many people there as possible and just continue to get leads. Leads is your bread and butter. That's your business. What I'm going to tell you is this isn't impossible. It is not impossible. You never know when a big leader or when a sign up is going to come. I've pushed XC since when we do this, August? Yeah, August 24th. And, my first real, I think I had like 4 or 5 signups from day one. None of them did much of anything. I don't think any of them even showed up to any of this stuff. But, I don't, if I get frustrated, the first thing is don't get frustrated on your challenges, the things that happen. I mean, you're going to get challenges. There's nothing easy in life. I don't care what it is you're doing right now. Just if you have a challenge or you're thinking about giving up or you're just frustrated in life, just think about it. Well, what happens if you quit? If you quit, you're just going to continue to be challenged and face what you don't like. And that's your job, which is the reason you're here anyways, to try to not have to worry about a job. So what you just have to know, it takes time. It could take days. It can take weeks. It can take months. The great thing about this business and the reason, well, that's not the main reason I just kept going. I just kept going because I don't know what quitting is. But guys, it happens. I mean, it just happens, but you got to continue to stay consistent with a traffic strategy where you just continue to hone in on it. I chose Facebook ads. That's what I pushed. I see people talking about, oh my God, Snapchat, I'm getting all this. Instagram's getting me all this. I heard all that stuff. I could have gone and tried Snapchat and then failed at that, and then tried this, failed at that. But I just stuck to one traffic method and did it until I mastered it. And I still haven't mastered it. So, I haven't mastered it yet, but I just felt more comfortable. So don't get frustrated. I mean, frustration is going to happen in anything in life. I don't care what superstar, what athlete, what billionaire. No one's going to sit here and tell you that they found success or made it easy. I don't care. That's bullshit. There is nothing easy. But believe me, when it happens and it starts to click for you and you get a few signups, it's amazing. But just stay consistent with a traffic method that you choose. Not that it works, because believe me, it's not going to work from the beginning. It's not going to work from the get-go. But as long as you continue to do it, it's going to be successful. I mean, Alfredo did it, and he's no one. Sorry, Alfredo. I don't mean to hurt. I don't mean to break your heart. What's up, Steven? I don't mean to break Alfredo's heart, but Alfredo is no one special.
What's going on, Dios?
How much, bro? I met Alfredo. He's a hard worker. He's a family guy. He's a smart guy. So am I. So are many of you guys. So don't think that I'm different. I'm special. I can attract somebody. Sometimes I see some people who can attract somebody because of the way they look. It doesn't matter. You have ways that you can attract people. But just know you can do it. You just have to continue to stay consistent and you're going to get it. But, I just want to say that because I know I've been in every one of your shoes when you're just scratching your head like, man, if I can just get one person or this or that. Believe me, you're going to get it. Just stay consistent and don't get frustrated. Frustration is going to happen. Don't let it overcome you. So what up, Steve?
What's going on, Dios?
I thought that was you.
It's surprising, man, because one of the things that you were talking about too, like sometimes you can't even prejudge. Sometimes, a lot of the times, I had a good friend of mine that I thought would not want to do this. And I had Alfredo do the presentation for me. And she signed up 7 people on her first day.
When we went to the cafe?
Yeah, when we went to Panera Bread.
And we did it outside, not even in front of a computer or something. We just did it right there and then. Actually walked to the bank, handled all the Bitcoin, and did it.
And I was wow, I couldn't even believe it. I was like, wow, to think that I almost didn't talk to her, and she just signed up. She literally cycled right away.
Right at lunchtime.
Yep, It was amazing.
So guys, and Billy said it, consistency. Billy, I'm gonna make you do the next live, bro. Because you got a lot of value, bro. Billy is shy, man. He knows a lot. He interviews a lot of top dogs, and I know he has a lot of information. I challenge.
I'm actually gonna model the last live that you did because
I was just gonna say that you stole the words from my mouth. Listen, guys. If you want to have results, okay, remember these words. And it was hard for me because I followed people and followed other methods that worked for them, but that's not. In the long run, the long-term strategy is building with value, okay? The short-term strategy is just sell, burn your list out, keep getting them to join stuff, keep getting them to join, burn them out. They get tired of that shit, but people don't want to be sold. They want to be helped, right? So I experimented with that live stream, and you'll be surprised how many people were appreciative, how many people got value, how many people were so thankful that I came on live and just told them 4 ways to make money with with Bitcoin, right? And this stuff, you guys either know it or can Google it, can find it yourself, and just give a presentation on it. It's not hard. You don't have to be Bitcoin gurus to figure out a few ways to make money with it. But you break it down into a way that it makes sense for everyone over your live stream. And now people are like, oh my God, that's such amazing information. Thank you for that. But this is what I did, guys. And it's very simple. If you guys caught it, you should know what I'm saying. I told them 4 ways, but I left the best one for last, which is what I believe in, which is business opportunities. So they were already blown away, but they learned method 1, method 2, method 3. But I said, hold up, that's not the icing on the cake. Let's talk about method 4, which is how we leverage business opportunities to make a lot of money. Because truth is, I didn't have to buy this Bitcoin. I earned it, right, from other people. And that's what I want to instill in you guys. If you teach people that concept, you will make business opportunities make the most sense out of anything. You can direct where the live stream goes, where the conversation goes, because you're the one convincing and telling them that this is the way, because this is how I did it. This is how these guys did. Look, I just seen another presentation by one of my good friends, Mike. Actually, I know him from way other programs. I think he earned like 90 Bitcoins. You think he had the money to pay for that? I don't think so. Even if he did, would he buy them? I don't think so, but he earned 90 Bitcoins through a business opportunity. That's crazy. That's 90. That's a lot, you know? So obviously this stuff works. If you could teach people that concept and put it in their heads by doing a live stream or a webinar and getting them to either opt into your list, or what I did was did a survey, because I figure like this: if they can't take 5 minutes out of their life to fill out a few questions, then again, like I said before, we shouldn't even go further than that. Okay, I didn't ask them to opt into a list. I didn't ask them to see a presentation. I just want to know where their standings are. Okay, now I go back to the surveys and I can go and wash through all of them and see which ones are the serious ones. There's people who filled it out who are already in Extreme Coin. They're already in other business opportunities. So before I start my conversation, I already know where I'm headed with it. That's why I did the survey. Does that make sense? If I have to ask all these questions first and they're like, oh, I already did this, I know that, I kind of lose it. But I go to them and say, oh, so I see that you're interested in business opportunities and you're ready to invest $5,000. Cool, I got the perfect solution for you, right? Now someone says, I want to mine, I want to trade, right? Let's say you have something you can offer them and they want to invest $200. Guess what my answer is? My answer is the same. Hey, I see you want to mine, I see you want to trade, and you're willing to invest $200. Guess what? I got the solution for you. Right? So you already know what to tell them before you speak to them. That was the purpose of the survey. So if I see that they're already in a Extreme Coin, I'm not going to present it to them. I'm going to probably offer them a trading course or something like that. Does that make sense? So that's why I did it like that. And I recommend you guys, all you have to do is simply take something of value, present it to them over a live stream. Okay, you can boost the ad when it's done. Remember, you can run live streams as ads and have it seen by God knows how many people. You can have them opt into your list. You can use software to have them comment and send a message to you. You will never, ever run out of leads if you use that strategy. So for those who are having problems getting leads, for those who have problems because they don't have enough people seeing their business, I tell you right now, if you lead with value over a presentation, a webinar, a Zoom call, I personally like Facebook Lives because guess what? You can boost it. You can run traffic to it. You can't run traffic to regular webinars. You can't run traffic to that. Once you do it, it's done. You have to run traffic for them to register to go to an external site. With Facebook Lives, you're keeping them right on Facebook. Then you could take them off to a survey, whatever you want to do. Run a Facebook Live. Do it from your phone. Do it with the whiteboard and however you want to do it. Teach them something and then explain to them why your solution makes sense and it's the best one. It's the only one they should pay attention to. And I guarantee you will never run out of leads. I still have people hit me up over that, and I haven't even run an ad to it yet. So, guys, that's what I recommend. And obviously, the simple steps, I wrote them down. You lead with value. Remember, have your domain ready. Have your capture page or your survey. If you're going to use a survey, I use Google Docs. It's free, right? I love looking for free stuff. I don't care how much money I make. There's always free stuff out there to use. So Google Docs works fine. They have their own survey system. And you can collect the email and you can import it into your autoresponder. Okay. Once you do that, make sure you have personal email follow-ups. Use videos in your follow-ups. Use more Facebook Lives. Use testimonies. Use proof. Give more value in your email follow-ups and have a sequence that goes at least a week or two out. After you run your follow-ups, start sending them broadcasts. Once they join your team, take them off that list, put them onto your team list so they're not continually being sold. They don't care about those emails. They want to be helped. They already made the decision to join. So now the next follow-up emails, which is for people who join you, it's getting them to activate and to do what they got to do. Okay, and that's it. And just continue to market. Does that make sense, guys?
Yep. You market, guys. So listen to this. I told Alfredo this, I think, yesterday, a couple of days ago. So you market, and you'll be amazed about the people who you never thought would be jumping in on some of these things. Alfredo, who did I tell you just got into Bitcoin?
Oh, I'm sorry.
My parents?
Oh, yeah, your parents.
Guys, my parents, they were like, when I got a corporate guy, now all of a sudden I'm sharing all this information on my social networks. And I told my parents are seeing all these results and stuff, like, man, what's this stuff with Bitcoin? I was like, it's just investment, just like you guys have. And my dad's like, well, how do I get in? I said, well, I would recommend, start small, start with 1,000, something like that, and just buy some Bitcoin. My dad's like, all right, well, let's get $2,000 in Bitcoin. I'm like, all right. So he bought Bitcoin, and I'm going to, he doesn't want to do anything like this that we do in Extreme Corp, but I'm going to push a couple other opportunities. I won't say the names here, but guys, I mean, you just never know who's going to be your leads if you're consistently just building, you're sharing. You're going to get – I get ex-coworkers, because obviously I don't have a job no more, who hit me up and say, bro, how you making this much and this, that? How you doing that? You seriously don't have a job? I'm like, no, I don't have a job. I'm home. That's all I do. So, I mean, just think, you'll be amazed how stuff happens and how leads come through to you.
That's funny. All I do is stay home and scam people all day.
Yeah, I just scam people. I mean, that's what I do. That's why I show my face. The cops come knocking every day. I get arrested, and I'm out the next day.
My favorite question, right, in Facebook Messenger. Hey, how you doing? I just saw this video. Hey, by the way, is this a scam? It is. Are you ready to join? Okay, I just wanted to know. Thank you.
I never know what to say. Still to this day, I don't know what to say when someone says, "Is this a scam?" Like, what?
And then they're like nice about it. So say, hey, how you doing? How's your day? Nice video, nice car. By the way, is this a scam? Someone commented on my Facebook post and say, that Bitcoin stuff, that's not real money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, okay.
You just say, yes, it is. That's why I joined. Oh, my God. That's so funny.
You guys will learn to filter them out, guys. I'm telling you. I know right now, because your leads may be small, you might take some things. Believe me, just brush them off. You're going to get made fun of. You're going to be called every name in the world. Just the great thing about, and that's why Alfredo, I do most of my stuff on my fan page, is you guys can moderate your page. So you can select what words can't show up in your page. So, the word scam, thief, stuff like that, idiot, bad words, I have all those off. So if anyone uses any one of those words in a comment or in any post, they literally can't see anything, or it won't show up at all. So, but yeah, you guys will be called everything in the world. Again, look, everyone has haters. I don't care if you're Jay-Z. I don't care if you're Bill Gates. I don't care if you're Jesus himself. Someone will have something bad to say about Jesus. So we're all going to have haters. I mean, that's just how it happens. Just know that, and I learned this early on, the more haters you start to get, the more good work, the harder you're working.
Very well said.
Listen, don't give up. Keep turning that traffic faucet on, like they say. Like, hey, that's
so cute.
Guys, and educate your kids, man. Listen,
yeah.
I gave my son $40. I gave my son $40 for a job he did. He gave it back to me and said, I want to buy Bitcoin. He's 12. He gave it back to me and said, I want to buy Bitcoin. So I opened up a blockchain wallet for him, and I sent him $40.
That is so cool.
He wants to know how much is it now.
Very well educated.
Yeah, so
wow.
Teach him while they're young.
Little man got his outbeat. Look, he's already getting an education.
There you go. So guys, with that said, any questions as we reach the top of the hour? Like I said, this was a laid back live tonight. I don't have nothing formulated, but I can tell you right now, guys, I highly recommend that you go out there and do a Facebook Live. Don't be scared. Get out your comfort zone. Staying in your comfort zone won't make you rich. Keeping your business to yourself or quiet, I don't know if I want to tell people, won't make you rich. Get out there, screw the people who don't like it, and go find the people who will like it. As a matter of fact, when you're out there getting leads and getting people to sign up, you're not out there to help everyone, because not everyone wants to be helped. Okay, that goes to like the beginning of the conversation. Not everybody is worth your time, and get used to it. A lot of people will join and quit, get used to it. A lot of people will turn around and say this and that, get used to it. It comes with the business. You're not looking for that. You're only looking for a handful of people that are serious about this. So if you go through 100 people just to find your 5 rock stars, that's what matters. Those 100 people, it doesn't even matter. You just need 5 that are really going to take this business serious, because those are the ones that are going to take your income to the next level. Dios could tell you firsthand, the reason why he's cycling so much is not because he's monster recruiting. Yeah, he's bringing in people, but it's because his team is duplicating. So that's why their names are popping up multiple times on his level, because they're out there doing what they're supposed to do. So he went through all the Joe Schmoes or the investigators. He's like, me and him went back and forth on this for weeks, man. It was driving us nuts. These people, they get on, they see his video, they want to join, and they're asking all the irrelevant questions that make you zero money. Who's this? Where's the company located? Let me see the registration number. Who's the president? What's going on? How are they doing the Bitcoin? How are they able to pay out? What's this? What's that? Can I do? You know what? All you need to do is worry about how much is it to join. Can I get started right now and get it done? And he'll tell you firsthand, the ones that produce the most are the ones that talk the least. The ones that do this and that, and I want to do that, and I'm going to listen. Those are the ones that don't do jack shit. Remember what I told you last week? Flip the conversation around. You guys have to own it. Don't let people corner you and ask you this and ask you that, because none of that stuff matters. At the end of the day, how much is it to get in? How can I get in? Am I going to make money? Yes, you will. All right? If you do the work, you're going to get paid. That's it. That's what matters.
Truth. Deals. What up, Dios?
What's up, Darius?
Still with you.
Not much, man.
Guys, you know why I say this? Because there's a lot of programs out there. There's a lot of websites that have all of that. And you know what? Some of them are the biggest scams out there. So all that stuff is irrelevant. These people open up companies and God knows where, some country you don't even heard of. They have a registration. They have all. I've seen it all. They even have testimonies of people making millions of dollars. All that stuff doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, they could be the biggest ripoff there is. So guys, don't worry about that stuff. Just, you guys know the facts. You know the truth. Just go out there with confidence and get people to join with you. That's it. Don't let people corner you. That shit won't get you. What's up, Derry? What's up, man? What's going on?
What's up with you, yo?
What, you at the casino?
No, I'm at the crib. I ain't at the casino. I'm at the crib right now.
All right, guys. So, like I said, any questions, any marketing stuff, anything regarding the lower level, guys, please, I'm here to help you. Dio's here to help you. Billy, he's there to help you too. He might not say much, but he knows a lot. And we definitely want to help you guys out. Hey, you guys checked out that new software I was promoting, Post Viral? Did anybody see it? I sent the email out. That thing works like gangbusters, man. I don't know if you guys are aware. If you want to buy it, yeah, I'll make a small JV2 commission off it. It's not much, but I think it's worth it. I don't know how much. I think it was like $30 or something. I don't remember. It wasn't that much. But what it does is that it forces people to like and comment your video. Okay, so we have the software where people can comment and get a response from you. But in this one, in order for them to even see what you're showing them, like the link to link out to where it is, they have to like and comment your video. And if they don't, what are they barking at? If they don't like and comment it, the software will tell them, hey, sorry, you have to go back and like the post. So if they go back and like the post, but they don't comment, the software will have a little sad face on it and say, hey, you forgot to comment, go back and comment. So once they like and comment, it's like they open up the gate, they're allowed to see the information you want to send them. Plus, it makes your algorithm go up because they're liking and commenting from the beginning. I tested it since I got it, and if I have to match that with next two posts that I didn't use that software with, those posts got naturally a lot more engagement because it's forcing people to like and comment. And then you can send them off to the link. And it auto-responds as well. I don't know if you know that, but not only if they click on the image, they get to see what it is you want to show them, but it also sends them the message as well. So you get the best of both. I've been using credit response, which sends them the message, but it doesn't force them to like and comment. They only get it if they comment. So yep. I think it's pretty powerful.
They're asking for the link. Inbox Alfredo if you guys want to get that software. It's awesome, guys. It works great.
Yeah, I like it. Like I said, what are they barking at? Really? There's no one out there. You're tripping right now. Guys, so sorry. Get dog bombed every video. So anyway, guys, it's a good software. If anyone needs, I'll just put it here because once we hang up this chat, unless they have me on Facebook or on Skype, they won't get it. So give me a second to get it. I think it's great. Like I said, I use it myself. As a matter of fact, you can go on my fan page and see for yourself. I just did a post earlier about it using that software. It increases all the engagement on there. So give me 1 second. Let me try to find it for you guys.
Cool. Alfredo posted there, guys. If you guys don't have any other questions, I'll just end it and say, look, you don't need that many people. I mean, this isn't MCA. Literally, you need, 8, 10 people a week. Guys, find 2 to 6 people just like you. I mean, that's all you need. 2 to 6 people just like you, and guess what? You're going to get to level 7. Obviously level 7, I believe, we're not sure, is going to change. But at the end of the day, if you find 2 to 6 people just like you, they're going to do exactly what you're doing, grow their team and get their 2 to 6 people. You're going to cycle every single level. I mean, who here wouldn't mind having 20 to 30 Bitcoins in the next several months? I mean, that's a pretty good problem to have. And you don't need that very many people. So, lastly, before I let you guys go, don't think so much about the number. I got to have this or I got to sign up this. Just keep getting leads and know that as long as you continue to share value, you're going to get eventually a few people to sign up and join. You never know when all of a sudden you're going to hit up somebody, fishing in a different audience in a different part of the world. I've said it before, guys. This opportunity is not only in the U.S. This opportunity is not only in Canada. English, if that's your only language you speak, English is spoken in all 7 continents. So, I mean, don't be afraid to jump out into another country where they speak English, and you're going to find somebody who, heck, you never know if that somebody they're a leader, they have several hundred followers or thousands, and, you're cycling automatic with their work. So, I know I've said that every week so far. I'm fishing in every different pond I can imagine. Just because, guys, look, at the end of the day, we never know when our next, leader is going to be, or who our next Yosemite is going to be, the next Alfredo, if you're not fishing everywhere. So,
2 things. By the way, the software is only like $20-something bucks. I just checked on JVZoo. It's like $20-something bucks. It works really good. I think they have an upgrade for unlimited campaigns. I suggest you get it because I post every single day, so there might be a time where I use it every single day. I'm not using it for every single post because a lot of posts I don't need people to like and comment. But for getting leads and for getting information, I use it and it works really well. I was afraid that the engagement was going to be lower because when you use a third-party software to post, sometimes it happens. But I've tested it, and on average, all my posts that I use the software, the engagement and the reach is higher because it's forcing people to like and comment it from the very beginning. So it does work, and I know the owner of it, and he's a cool guy. So if you ever have any problems, I can hit him up. And what I was going to say, remember what I said, guys, if you lead your stuff with value, you will get more people to open up to you. Your emails should be how-to. Your posts should be how-to. Keep in mind, if you're running Facebook ads, this is huge. If you're running Facebook ads, you can tell people how I did X, Y, Z. You cannot run a Facebook ad and say how you can make such and such in 30 days, because if you make an income claim without backing it up with scientific proof, you can get banned for that. But you can tell people all day long how you were able to make $10,000 a week, how you were able to have $100,000 a year, how you were able to make $5,000 in a day. You can do that, and I suggest that's the angle you go, because you're teaching someone your strategy, and you can do it over a Facebook Live. You can do it over a short video. However it is, your presentation should match what you say. How I was able to earn $5,000 using this amazing system. You lead them into a video that shows them how you did it. So now they know what you used to do it, and there's a much higher chance that they're going to open up to your program because you just showed them how you were able to do something that you claimed. So you could run an ad like that. Just make sure your pages are compliant. They got the little footer on the bottom that says Facebook is not a part of this and we're not responsible, but you can teach people all day long how you did something. Okay, that's totally legit on Facebook. So just to throw that out there for you guys.
Before we go, Alfredo, how about, I know some of you guys are thinking of it, how about if I haven't done it, what can they do if I don't have results?
Here's a good one. Here's a trick. You guys want a little ninja trick on that? All right, raise your hand if you want it. Raise your virtual hand.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, here's a ninja trick for that. How one of my students was able to generate whatever you want to say. There's no saying. And if you didn't do it, that's fine. But it can be how one of your students did it, how one of your business partners did it, how your brother did it. I don't know. If you don't feel comfortable saying how you did it because you haven't done it yourself, you can use someone's proof and say, hey, I want to show you how one of my students did it. Who cares if they're your student or not? If they're your friend, it shouldn't freaking matter. I wouldn't care. If Dio said to me, Alfredo, I'm going to run an ad, I'm going to say you're my student, I don't give a shit. It's not going to hurt me. You know, if it's going to help him, great. Just turn around and say, look, if you didn't do it, I'm going to show you how one of my students did it. Or like Billy said, I'm going to show you how one of my business partners did it. And you're perfectly fine. Does that make sense? There's a way for everything, guys. Just kind of think out the box a little bit. Because that's the biggest thing. It's like, well, I don't have proof. I didn't do it yet. I don't have the Ferrari like you did. Well, how one of my business partners were able to buy a Ferrari with Bitcoin, right? And I mean, that's still a crazy head. People want to know how the hell they did it. And you can attract as many people as you want. So that's just a little way to swing around that one.
Just wanted to make sure they heard that, because I've been there when people are like, man, I don't got the nice cars. I don't got results. What am I supposed to do?
Guys, I want to give another.
It's funny, huh?
I want to give another ninja tip, man. This is something I used to do back in the day when I really didn't have anything to show at all. I would just point at somebody's commission and take a picture. Like, I have nothing, man. I have money to show. I didn't have nothing no back office. I just say, hey, I'm gonna, take one of my business partners' commission or something, go in a group and just point at it and take a picture with your phone and just put a nice headline. That's it. I mean, it's the illusion that someone earned this money and you're going to show them how they did it. All right. It doesn't have to come from you. Remember, guys, we don't all come into business rich. So I understand this, that you have to work your way up. So if you don't have the proof, you got to kind of find a way to show it so you get people's attention. So I used to just go on the screen. I still do it, but I use my own proof. But I mean, I would use someone else's. And I'll just point at it. If someone had like a $5,000 a week, I'll just go to their commission statement and just point at it. Like, look. So I get people to look at the money. That's all they need to know. That's all that gets the attention. How is someone making $5,000 a week? Well, they did it with this program. You're not lying to them. Just don't go around and say it's yours and you did it. But you can say how your business partner earned $5,000 a week. How somebody earned $5,000 a week. Does that make sense?
I can't get
P1.
I can't get sell for nothing, Alfredo. Yo,
Well, how long are we gonna sing that song, brother?
I know. I've been singing this shit for a long time, yo. I can't.
Well, something's got to change because whatever you're doing is not working. Because the system.
I know my ads or something. I don't know what it is. Alf, I don't know what it is, Alf. My ads or something.
Well, it's definitely something that we got to figure out, bro. Because there's sales there are sales and commissions being generated every day. So there's nothing wrong. Nothing's broken. I got
one person sign up. My homeboy Chamora signed up and they Bitcoin. But
he had his Bitcoin. He's ready.
Yeah, he signed. I seen him on the back office, but I can't get I can't complete a matrix. I can't.
You on Skype, brother?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are, because we spoke about it before. All right, hit me up on Skype, man. We'll figure something out. We'll get that guy in your matrix, man.
All right.
Any other questions, guys? Thank you, Alfredo. Yes, awesome. Any other ninja tips? And I'm not getting.
Great to meet you on Skype too.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Yes, sir. I want to meet you on Skype too, because I got my profile activated, and it's kind of hard to get people.
Okay, let me put
signing up on them.
I put my Skype in the chat. You guys want to add me to it? Just let me know who you are, and I'll accept it.
Okay. All right.
It's
thanks.
the easiest way to reach me if it's like you got to reach me by a certain time. So back to the P1. No, I'm not getting a P1, Craig. That's too much. That's too rich for my blood right now, man.
Get the Tesla.
The Tesla, I know, right?
The road.
No, you can't have just a Tesla. You gotta have the problem with what's my problem with, I love Teslas. I love everything about it. I don't know if I can only have a car that's that quiet.
Yeah, but 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. Come on.
Yeah, and no one's gonna hear it or see it.
Exactly.
Sorry, I gotta make noise.
Listen, that's one of the things that makes Ferrari.
Hey, Alfredo. So, what's the best time? What's the best time to catch you on Skype?
Well, just add me now, and then we'll set something up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Well, Skype is the easiest way to reach me if you need to reach me by a certain time. Facebook, I don't check my messages every day. Oh, I do check them, but it could be like later at night. So if it's like something, some people hit me up good morning, and it's already like 11 at night. Like I didn't see it till the nighttime. So Skype is usually the best way to reach me. But guys, that's it. Listen, man, it's not difficult. Don't make this thing difficult.
Okay. All right. Good. I'll try to catch you up.
Yeah, just hit me up on Skype. Just put yourself in front of the business. Let people like you and know you and trust you first before you try to sell them on an opportunity. And like I said, if you lead with value, guys, you have a much higher chance. Educate them on Bitcoin. Educate them on why business opportunities make sense and how you or others were able to make 10, 20, 30, become Bitcoin millionaires in less than a year by leveraging opportunities. It's that simple. If you don't have a story, borrow someone's story. If you don't have commissions, use someone else's commission testimonials. Just don't claim them as yours, but show people what's happening in this industry. Teach them about it. Give them 3 tips. You don't need to give them the whole farm. Give them 3. Listen, that information I gave them, to me, was like common sense stuff, but you know how many people don't know about it, and they were so thankful. Now they understood because they got all these other people trying to sell them on stuff, and they have no idea what the hell they're buying into. Now they know. Now they know what mining is. They know what trading is. They know what business opportunities are. So they feel more comfortable to talk to someone like me. Does that make sense? Now they opened up their guard, and they feel more comfortable talking to me because I just educated them first before asking them for anything. Okay, so guys, put your thinking caps on. Set up something that you can educate people. You can simply Google the information yourself, create a presentation out of it, speak it in your own language, and run a Facebook Live and show people how knowledgeable you are of the subject and why they need to listen to you and why you're important, because you're going to help them leverage business opportunities to take them to another level. And that's it. It's that simple. And just rinse and repeat. And if you guys do webinars once a week, I'll hop on with you and help you close your sales. Me, Dios, if it's Spanish, he'll do the Spanish thing, I'll do the English thing. That's really it, guys. So with that said, if there's no other questions, you guys got my Skype. You guys got the link for the software. It works. I've tested it. I wouldn't give you something I wouldn't test myself. Either way, it's only $20 or $22. It's worth it. It'll help your engagement on your Facebook. And that's it, guys. Same time, same place next week. Hopefully we'll see you with more people ready to rock out. Guys, don't be afraid to hit me on Skype if you have any questions, man. I'm open to help you out. All right, so I'm out. Have a good night. I'll see you guys next week.
Steven, peace out.
Take it easy, Dios.
All right, bro. I'll see you.
Have a good one, my man.